Education initiative iSchoolAfrica prides itself in having empowered more than 100,000 learners and 3,000 teachers in rural and township-based schools with its iPad-based approach that offers support to the country's CAPS curriculum. They have now partnered with the fibre provider Vuma to expand its reach in opening the potential of the online world and enabling a digital future for under-resourced communities. And to tell us more about this initiative, we are now joined via Zoom by Taylor Kwong, who is the CSI Manager at Vuma and the Executive Director of iSchoolAfrica, Lissoos. Ladies, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning to all the viewers out there.
It's a great having join us this morning. Now, Michelle, I'm going to start with you. For those who may not be familiar with this initiative, just briefly tell us about what the iSchoolAfrica initiative is all about and the work that you do there.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for being with us this morning. So iSchoolAfrica was established in 2009 with one very, very, very strong mission to bring the world's best technology and education practices to teachers and learners in South Africa who wouldn't usually have access to these practices, and to give the whole world, private schools and leading schools around the world are all using technology for different subjects. They're using technology to teach full industrial skills, 21st century skills, and we were just seeing that our children and our teachers were just being left behind. So we put together a program launched in 2009. And what this is, very simply, it's a mobile iPad lab that goes into schools, moves from classroom to classroom. It's loaded with content relevant to the curriculum, but it's not just about the technology. With every single lab, there is a facilitator that works with the teachers, works with the students. And one of the successes of the partnership is working with partners such as Vuma to be able to bring that global best practice solution to schools in townships and to rural schools. And so we're in over 200 schools, and we're just changing lives around South Africa, which is just amazing to see the learning that's happening.
And seeing that this program is, taking the paperless approach, which is where the world is gravitating towards, and seeing that you're also targeting some of the rural schools, isn't connectivity and accessibility a challenge in putting this program out there?
Yeah, so infrastructure and accessibility and connectivity are huge challenges, and Taylor will chat more about our partnership. And in a lot of our schools, when it's not accessible, we preload the material onto the iPads, but it really doesn't do justice to a 21st century school for there not to be connectivity. And that's why Vuma's partnership brings the connectivity to the iSchoolAfrica schools, and therefore gives our learners access to a proper global knowledge economy, and makes them be able to participate in this, which is amazing.
It certainly is, Michelle. Now, Taylor, tell us more about how this partnership between Vuma and iSchoolAfrica came about.
Sure, thanks, Mpiwe. So really, I have to start off by saying we're so proud to be a part of this project with Michelle and the iSchoolAfrica team, as well as work alongside Kumalu. This project is really close to our hearts and really sort of, reflects our purpose as Vuma. And this project is really just about the youth, and it's about bringing world-class technology to learners and teachers out there. And, we realize that in order to have access to these digital opportunities out there, you need to have a reliable and stable internet connection, as well as digital equipment. And really, this is how this partnership sort of came together, and how we sort of leverage off each other's strengths and make a difference out there.
Let's talk about Vuma's role in this initiative and the kind of assistance that you provide.
Sure thing. So from our side, we do provide free fibre internet, and that's through our fibre technology into schools. So really, when these schools have access to this mobile iPad lab, they've got a really good, strong internet connection through fibre. And then we also do work alongside Michelle and the team when it comes to funding and raising funds as well. So it's about that infrastructure and really enabling those digital opportunities when it comes along through with that mobile iPad lab as well.
Now, Michelle, speaking of a mobile iPad lab, I understand that each of the schools in the iSchoolAfrica program receives a digital library consisting of a secure mobile iPad lab. Tell us more about this.
Yeah, so just to shout out as a Taylor brought up to our key ambassador, Sarah Kumalo, and we have, as I said, we've been working we've been working on iSchoolAfrica since 2009. But the digital library program is a program that is close to Vuma and close to Sarah. And Sarah is the first Black African woman to summit Everest. Mm-hmm. And in her quest, she made a commitment that as part of her quest to reach these summits, and she always says the sky is not the limit, you can always go higher, was to educate the African child and to change the narrative of education. Sure. So she's one of our partners in this digital library program, and I think her absolute quest for the best is what makes this such a brilliant partnership. So what each school gets is a digital lab, which is 20 iPads in a secure box that can be charged overnight and locked away overnight. They get numeracy content, literacy content, and a full digital library with books in the relevant vernacular languages, curriculum books, and then they also get the native apps that are on the iPad, such as Keynote, such as Pages, such as GarageBand, so that they can start learning digital literacy, how to create materials. So they're not just consumers of content, but also creators of content. So really, with this one lab, they become part of this world. And all the teachers always say to us that no kids ever want to miss an iPad lesson. Behavior is improved, absenteeism has gone down, literacy has improved, numeracy has improved, community morale has improved. So it's just such a great achievements we've seen through this program.
Okay. Now, Taylor, through such initiatives as this one, where do you see the country's education system heading in the near future?
Thanks, Mpiwe. So really, the youth of South Africa have so much potential. And really, with the right tools and resources and opportunities, they can learn all these digital skills that are required across so many different sectors around the country. So we're going to see an improvement and sort of an upliftment in digital literacy and digital skills, and really securing those future jobs for the youth through this project.
And to add something, if I can.
Sure, please, go ahead.
One of our focuses, which I'm so proud of, and which Vuma have really also supported, is technology for children with disabilities and special needs. And I think we're very proud because it's one of our key programs, because if we give South African children who've got disabilities and who cannot hear, or who've got visual impairments or hearing impairments, or children with autism, technology, that power in itself changes lives. And we have iSchoolAfrica labs within special needs and remedial schools that Vuma is supporting as well. So this is about access, and it's not just about just ticking a box with access. It's proper inclusion and access that we all really strongly believe in.
And I quite like the fact that this program will make learning fun for most students. Great chatting to you, ladies. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That was Vuma's CSI Manager, Taylor Kwong, and the Executive Director of iSchoolAfrica, Michelle Lissoos, and they've joined us via Zoom to tell us more about their world-class digital learning initiative that aims to change 100,000 learners' lives.